out. September 11th is going to be the end of empire. Today is Long Live the Republic. Long live the Republic. Okay, you think it's the Republic, no democracy? Okay, fine. So we all agree then? We're in favor of republics and we're opposed to empires, right? I mean, you're all about the Republic, right? I mean, you're all about the Republic. You don't know the difference. You don't know the difference between a democracy and a republic. Come on, America. You're so adorable. So September 11th, I wrote this up, and since I wrote this up, I think it'd be like bing, 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 a lot better. And so September 11th, terrible, tragic day, but since it's so close to us, we're all, very biased. And so I think we have to talk about other September 11th things. And we need to look at things that we want to celebrate. Because what? Hey, remember that day when we, got fucking 3,000 of us got killed, and it seemed like it was out of nowhere, but it was actually because we were, killing them over there, and then they killed us over here. So what that should tell you is that when we do anything over there, we need to be right. We need to be correct. We can't start fucking Afghanistan, fucking adventures and Vietnam adventures and fucking waste all that goddamn money and treasure and lives and blood. What the fuck? What the fuck is the point of that shit? This is some bullshit. So fuck imperialism, fuck empire, long live the republic. And then what Ben Franklin said, we got a republic as long as we can keep it. Well, shit, we lost our republic in 1898. And 1898 is when we got some colonies. And I'm going to do the celebration I'm going to list all of America's military bases. If you're sick, if you don't want to listen to a list of all the bases around the fucking world, imagine if you have to live under those military bases. You don't even want to hear where the fuck America's at, let alone, put on a mask and do as you're told or whatever. But you're going to tell the rest of the fucking world they got to obey? You know what? Hopefully the rest of the world still likes us. We are cool, right? We do we got cool movies and shit. We got rappers and comedians and what have you, and Reese's Pieces, Snickers. We got all them candy bars. I mean, I don't know if the candy bars are going to save us the world over, but September 11th, I'm going to rattle them down, some historical events and scientific events, kind of break them down a little bit and really break down the Tampico, the Battle of Tampico of 1829. This is right here in Mexico, right here in the Gulf of Mexico, so it's not just a hop, skip, and a jump. People know so much more shit. It's about Mexico, so I feel like that's why people don't know about it. But it's the last major battle. Spain kept trying to recolonize Mexico after Mexico kicked the Spanish out. So they already had their independence, right? Mexico did. But Spain, just like a fucking oppressor, right? Just like a fucking motherfucker. They owned Mexico, so they keep on coming back. Non-stop, just keep on coming back. Until the Battle of Tampico, until Santa Anna repelled the Spanish invaders, the Spanish conquistadors, the imperializing, empire, fucking colonial, colonizing sons of bitches, and told them to get the fuck on. Sent them back to New Orleans, sent them back to Havana, Cuba, sent them back to Spain. And so, without further ado, September 11th is when Ludacris was born. It's the last smallpox death. It's when ICE, some spacecraft flies through a comet tail. It's also when the Arminius and the Cherusci defeat the Romans. September 11th is also when William Wallace defeats the English, the imperializing English. He's going to kill a bunch of Longshanks, the fucking men of Longshanks. You don't win by dying for your country. You win by making the other poor dumb bastard die for his. So it's not give me liberty, give me death. It's give me a liberty, or you're going to get some, caught the men of Longshanks in the ditch. So William Wallace is going to, stop some imperialists. He's going to be successful at the Battle of Sterling Bridge on the River Forth. And then you got the losing Baratus expedition, which I was mentioning, and I'll, get into more. But this is Baratus, this is Spain trying to retake Mexico, and this is Mexico saying, fuck you. Long live the Republic, motherfucker. Long live the motherfucking Republic. William Wallace, I don't know how Scotland is in the Republic today, but, You know, the Scottish people, the spirit of William Wallace is definitely alive and well, and maybe they'll actually be successful when they have another vote to create their own nation. So, there you go. When you think about September 11th, think about Ludacris, right? Ludacris, a rapper. He's had so many, I mean, just all those movies, right? He was in all them movies, and then he's a rapper, the hoe, right? You a hoe, and everybody's a hoe, and everybody doing hoe activities, and with hoe tendencies. Hoes are your friends, and hoes are your enemies. He's also, you know, what's your fantasy? This is 1999, so Ludacris was basically a fucking, you know, goddamn legend when he was, you know, just in his 20s. Fucking Ludacris was already a legend. Right? What's your fantasy? Like up on a roof. Roof, tell your boyfriend not to be mad at me. I want to lick you from your head to your toes. And I want to move from the bed down to the floor. And I want to make it feel good. You want to believe. You got to know what you said to see. Okay, so it's September 11th, 1978. I got some very mixed feelings about this because when it comes to holidays, when it comes to celebrating a day, you want good things, you know, successful things. The eradication of smallpox is very successful. But I would not want Janet Parker to be put to death immediately because she's got smallpox. I would want her life to be extended for as long as possible. So I'm glad that, you know, the sooner for the whole, you know, smallpox epidemic, the sooner the better. But we don't need to hurry up and just, you know, put Janet Parker in some kind of crematorium before she's dead. She's going to have a terrible fucking end. She's going to, you know, get blind in one eye and cough and then fall down and shit. So they, you know, quarantined her. Janet Parker, 40 years old, medical photographer, is going to be the last smallpox death in the world. 1978. What does that mean? That means vaccines work, motherfuckers. Vaccines work. Here's a list of diseases that have been eradicated in the United States. So if you bring this shit back, motherfucker, that's because you guys are fucking pigpen. We've gotten rid of yellow fever, 1905. Smallpox, it says 1934. So that was, I think, in Britain. So in America, God, we've had smallpox eradicated for even longer. There's Babesia bovis, babesiosis, 1943, malaria, 1951, myelitis, polio. So we've eradicated, measles in 2000, rubella 2004, and diphtheria in 2012. So that's fantastic, right? Diphtheria, rubella, measles, polio, malaria, and that, you know, the fucking, whatever, cow disease, cowpox. Fucking, we got rid of cowpox, we got rid of smallpox, and we got rid of yellow fever. Now, throughout the world, it hasn't been, you know, as successful. I think we've only got rid of, like, polio and smallpox and something called rinderpest. So, yeah, fuck you, rinderpest. We got rid of your shit, motherfuckers. Vaccines work. Vaccines work. Look at all the shit that we got rid of in America. Just in America, right? And so if we could just, you know, mimic that, we can hopefully get rid of diphtheria, rubella, measles, polio, malaria, cowpox, smallpox, yellow fever all around the world. And not only get rid of those, but, you know, we're still working on eliminating syphilis and BSE and VCJD and rabies and leprosy and onchocerciasis, African trypanosomiasis, Chagas, dracunculiasis, yaws, warm infections, lymphatic filariasis. We're trying to work on other fucking shit. So we're working on some other shit, right? Smallpox, polio, rinderpest, all across the world. We've got rid of that shit. And in America, we've got rid of that, you know, yellow fever, smallpox, Babesia bovis, malaria, polio, measles, rubella, and diphtheria. So fantastic, right? Maybe this could be vaccine day, right? Let's go, you know what, even if you got all your vaccines for those, you know, diseases, let's all go get our, you know, brand new vaccines. Let's get another fucking vaccine. If we got the vaccine, then that means, right, we should be able to survive another fucking vaccine, go get our shots, be goddamn super fucking warriors out here. I mean, we're Americans. We got all this, you know, technology and modern medicine. We're not going to take advantage of modern medicine. Are you fucking stupid? What the fuck's the matter with you? September 11th, 1985, you had ICE, something interplanetary comet expeditionary. It's some spacecraft, which they called icy. So it's not ice, it's icy. So you had the icy, flies through a comet tail. We find out that, you know, a comet tail is mostly made up of air and water vapor. And that's it. So, you know, that's fantastic, right? Icy flies straight through it, and then onwards to further adventures into outer space. You know, maybe September 11th could be a day that we talk about comets and nothing but comets. Halley's Comet, Maria Mitchell's Comet. We can just, you know, make comments about comets. September 11th, 9 AD. Now we're going to get into the history of the thing. So the ice, I really like the idea of comets. I really like the idea of scientific, you know, scientific holidays. So if I had to pick comets, it'd be nice to, you know, always, you know, maybe fuck imperialism and long live the Republic and, you know, long live the study of comets, right? So perhaps the scientific revolution will overcome the political revolution. One day. But for now, I feel we got to get into the politics. So what's the politics? 9/11, right? Okay, you love America, but whether you're right or wrong, because I feel like the lessons of 9/11 is we can't go to Niger, Cameroon, or, you know, any other nation around the world unless we know for sure we're doing a good job and we're on the side of right. And we need to, the Pentagon needs to tell us where all the military bases are, what the fuck we're doing in all these damn countries. They need to be transparent and open. They need to tell us what the fuck is going on. We, the American people, we don't know shit about our own goddamn government and what the hell is going on around the world. So, yeah, you're going to go in, you know, Cameroon in my name? Goddamn U.S. government? You tell me why the fuck we're in Cameroon supporting that dictator. Fuck that dictator. I don't want no troops in Cameroon. In fact, let's get out of Cameroon. Let's get out of Cameroon right now. September 11th, the day we talk about comets and vaccines and Luda, like up on a roof. Tell your boyfriend not to be mad at me. Take a minute break. Let's just sit here for a minute. So you're going to have Germany. The Republic of Germany still stands today. You're going to have Scotland. It's not a republic, but Scotland stood strong, repelled an imperialist force. And you're going to have Mexico. So, hell, maybe today should be the Republic of Mexico. Republic of Mexico and Germany Day. The Republic of Mexico and Germany Day. And let's study comets. So, September 11th, 9 AD, Arminius and the Cherusci and the Chatti and the Chauci and the Cambri and the Marci and the Bructeri and 40 other Germanic tribes annihilated 3 imperializing Roman legions. This is Germany. Before they was Germany, this is Germany when they were Native Americans beating the fuck out of Rome. Rome tried to take over all these Germanic tribes and shit. And in the middle of the Teutoburg Forest, legions 17, 18, and 19 are all going to get wiped out. 20,000 Romans are going to get killed. 20,000 Romans are going to get killed September 11th, 9 AD. That should amaze you. 9 AD, we know something that happened 2,000 fucking years ago. 2,011 years ago to the day. That's fantastic. And this is Arminius, who's also known as Herman der Cherusker, also Hermenes. So Herman the Hermenes. Segestes, you have the Segestes try to fuck over Hermenes and the Cheruskers. Segestes told Varus, Varus is the governor of Gaul. Varus is going to be the one that loses 17, 18, and 19, the legions, the 17th, 18th, and 19th legions of Rome. So he tried to tell Varus, right, Segestus, a fucking goddamn turncoat Benedict Arnold motherfucker, but it's actually, Arminius. It's actually Herman. It's actually Hermanes. Hermanes is going to get the Cheruscers to overthrow the Romans. But Varus didn't listen to Segestes when he probably should have, but Segestes was a dirty, lowly German barbarian piece of shit. You think Varus, a true blue Roman, is going to listen to some piece of shit like Segestus? Germany stands today as a nation-state. Germany today is a federal republic. You hear that, America? Germany is a republic because of Hermanes, because of Herman and the Cheruscers and the Cherukers. So Herman and the Cherukers, right? Good old Herman the Barbarian. Good thing Herman the Barbarian and the anti-imperialist warriors were around. Thank God for Herman the Barbarian and the anti-imperialist warriors that they stopped Roman imperialization. Germany is a country today because they stopped Rome from conquering. They're not just a vassal state of Rome. They're not just, some colony of, some nation state in a different part of Germany. And, good old Herman the Barbarian, he's an anti-imperialist warrior because essentially he was a Roman general, right? He's going to be the one that turns on them fucking rat bastards. Fuck you, Roman motherfuckers. And Varus was an asshole, so it probably wasn't, too difficult. Varus didn't even want to listen to Segestes when he tried to tell him, what the fuck was going on. And then Rome is going to cry about this forever. Germanicus is going to go just kill a bunch of Germans later on just to feel better, about themselves. But this is good for German nationalism for the longest ass time. It kicked out the Roman invaders, and you want to, look at the perspective from Herman, the barbarian. Herman was taken up by Rome, got militarized, goes up through the ranks, becomes a Roman general, and then I'm supposed to go back into Germany and conquer my own fucking people? You rat bastard motherfuckers. You killed my people. You fucking enslaved me. You made me learn your dumb shit. And now you Roman motherfuckers want to take my homeland? You want to take the homeland of Herman the Barbarian? This is where I came from. You want to take my family and everything that I've ever, and then do it in my motherfucking name? No, Rome, no fucking way. Rome, you ain't going to do that shit, Rome. So Herman the Barbarian and his anti-imperialist warriors slaughtered 20,000 Romans, killed every single fucking one of them, legions, 17, 18, and 19. Apparently you could still go into the forest today and find Roman, goods and shit. 20,000, every single fucking one of them. And then Varus is going to kill himself because, so captain goes down with the ship. What's he going to do? Go back to, oh shit. Sorry about that, Rome. Every single 20,000, of the Roman soldiers, and it was expensive. They had like fucking iron this and, helmets and swords and what the fuck ever. So Germany is a republic today, right? Germany is a nation state. It's a republic if they can keep it. So I'm American by birth, revolutionary by the awful grace of God. Germany is the most popular country in Europe behind Russia. The president of Germany is Frank-Walter Steinmeier. Angela Merkel is the chancellor, and Olaf Scholz is the vice chancellor. So today should be, celebration of the Republic of Germany. Yeah, they were a bunch of Nazis and they were pieces of shit, but they stopped, their imperializing. They stopped their fucking shit, probably because of our fucking, military base, right? We're going to keep their fucking shit protected, and they're not allowed to have their own armies and shit. But we stopped Germany not to take their goddamn place. I like the United Nations role in determining, stopping one sovereign nation from invading another sovereign nation. I would be in favor of another world body as long as they have that mechanism a part of it. Keep that mechanism up. One sovereign nation you cannot be a Hitler. You cannot invade, one nation cannot invade another sovereign nation. France can never invade Poland or Germany or Russia or China forever and ever. France can never invade South Africa. They can never invade Mali. They can never invade, Botswana or Bolivia or Cuba. France, stay in your own fucking border. Stay in your own country. One sovereign nation cannot invade another sovereign nation. That's the point of the United Nations. I like that. Give that responsibility to them and then let America be the best goddamn republic on the fucking planet. One way to become a republic is just turn our colonies and turn our, if we're dominating militarily, just turn the ones that we're dominating, our colonies, into American citizens. Turn them into states, like Guam and the Virgin Islands and all the rest of them. American Samoa, Northern Mariana Islands, and Puerto Rico. So we should just turn them into American states, right? But we'd rather just subjugate, dominate over, be better than, right? Just be happy, Guam. Just be happy, American Samoa, that we even associate ourselves with you. So today should be the, German Republic. Today should also be the Scottish Republic, or Scottish Nationalism Day. Malcolm X said that's how revolutions in Africa happen, was through nationalism. September 11th, 1297 AD, William Wallace defeats the imperializing English at the Battle of Stirling Bridge on the River Forth. So the stupid-ass motherfucking English didn't understand the terrain of the place. They walked right into the valley, right into the fucking gorge, right? They caught, the Longshanks, the men of Longshanks was caught in a ditch, and just like Greenhorn, just like that Comanche Greenhorn, the Spanish is going to kill, Greenhorn in a ditch. William Wallace caught the English in a ditch. The imperializing motherfucking English were in, Scotland, doing some, terrorizing, imperialism, murdering, killing, pillaging and shit. So William Wallace went ahead and murdered all them fucking murderers. That happened September 11th, 1297. So we fast forward from 9 AD to 1297 AD, right? Germany, conquered Rome. They defeated Rome. They repelled Rome out of their homelands. And now you have William Wallace repelling the imperializing English. This is King Edward, Longshanks. Remember good old King Edward? No, I have no allegiance to that motherfucker. Fuck King Longshanks. So that's amazing, because that is exactly how Arminius and the Cherusci and the Chatti and the Chauci and the Sincambri and the Morsi and the Bructeri and the other 40 Germanic tribes annihilated the Romans. How did they kill the Romans? They just, got them into a fucking ditch, into a fucking valley, into a gorge, and then just wiped them all out. Just killed them all. William Wallace just killed them all. So William Wallace is going to kill, the fucking English at the Battle of Stirling Bridge on the River Forth. Arminius Hermann, the barbarian, and the Cherusci warriors are going to kill the Roman imperialistic bastards in defense of the Republic, in defense of their homeland. And now we have the Mexico versus Spain. I think that there is a lot of, goddamn racism in America. So to respect the Republic of Mexico, thank God that Mexico overthrew the Spanish conquistadors in the empire. I mean, my God, they stopped us. We fought them, right, in 1898, but Mexico did a lot of the heavy lifting. They threw, Spain had fucking Mexico, so it means that would have sucked to have Spain, controlling the southern border. I like that, essentially, this is America's hemisphere, the Western hemisphere, this is our hemisphere. I like that. So the Spanish, the French, and the Swedes, they want to fucking imperialize over here. No, fuck that shit, right? You want Bolivia gets to Argentina, gets to be, they all, Nicaragua, they all get to be their own independent countries. They get to be their own independent nations. No foreign nation can come in and try to conquer them. So Mexico is going to kick Spain's ass September 11th, 1829. So, again, the Mexican Republic is going to defeat the Spanish Empire. Now, the guy who leads Spain is called Baratas. The Luzon-Baratas expedition is the last major battle between Spain and Mexico to take back Mexico, Spain's former colony. So the imperializing Spanish want to take Mexico back. So they did like a reverse Cuban revolution. The Spanish organized in Havana, Cuba. Then 3,000 Spanish conquistadors reinvaded Mexico, and they were repelled at Tampico. That's the Battle of Tampico, September 11th, 1829. That's when they're going to get the fuck out of Mexico. So what happened is you're going to have, Tampico is in the Gulf of Mexico, and you had Baratas is going to capitulate, sign an unconditional surrender. And the reason why he does this, so this starts in July, so it's July, August, September, so, it takes about a month or two, and you have 3,000 Spanish troops, Baratas, They went into Mexico, but Baradas apparently gets separated from his troops, and there's a battle where 100 of his troops are killed. Many of his troops had been killed by disease, and Baradas was just sick of the bullshit. So he fucking gives up. The Baradas expeditions, a series of military engagements between the First Mexican Republic, that's what they call the Santa Anna, the First Mexican Republic, and the Spanish Empire, which is fucking A. Yeah, I'm on the side of the First Mexican Republic. Goddamn right. I don't give a fuck about no Davy Crockett and the fucking Alamo and them Spanish, those motherfucking slave-owning racists. So July to September 1829, the battle was part of several Spanish attempts to reestablish control over Mexico. The battle was a major victory for Mexico, and it marked a major final battle between Spain and its former colony. And then Spain is going to be like, wanting to be coming to terms, want to actually treat Mexico like an equal instead of just wanting to subdue it and conquer it and oppress it. So Mexican reinforcements continued to arrive over the next several days while the Spanish built a fort on the left bank of the Panuco River. Baradas continued to launch probing attacks into the Mexican positions, but was unable to break out into the countryside. On September 7th, a large Mexican division of 5,000 men arrived to reinforce Santa Anna. While Baradas' army suffered severe attrition from disease and lack of supply, on September 8th, Santa Anna requested that Baradas surrender unconditionally, which the Spanish general refused, leading to further negotiations. On September 9th, a large storm disrupted both armies by flooding earthworks and causing many Mexican militiamen to desert. The next day, Santa Anna ordered an attack with his professional troops on the Spanish riverside fort, which was repulsed with 127 Mexican dead and 191 wounded compared to 104 Spanish dead. So there was actually more Mexicans killed than Spanish, 127 versus 104. Spanish were killed and 66 wounded. At 3 o'clock p.m. that afternoon, this is September 10th, junior Spanish officers decided to draft an instrument of surrender, which Baradas ratified under the terms of surrender. The Spanish army gave up its weapons and was allowed safe passage back to Cuba and was obliged to sign a vow not to take up arms against Mexico in the future. When the British was in Afghanistan, the British tried to conquer Afghanistan. When the British tried to get out of Afghanistan, the Afghanistan warlords slaughtered the fuck out of every single one of the British. They slaughtered the fuck out of every single one of them. And so that's, the same deal. The same deal. Okay, you fucking won. You fucking won. You got us. We'll give you our weapons. Just let us get the hell out of here. How about no? How about we just fucking kill every single one of you? So that's good on Mexico. Mexico didn't slaughter the fuck out of the Spanish Empire who want to fucking recolonize, re-rape Mexico. So, they probably had every right to do so. But, they signed the agreement right under the terms of the surrender. They gave up their weapons, and they were allowed safe passage back to Cuba, and they were obliged to sign a vow not to take up arms against Mexico in the future. So to go back to, let's see, Cuba, Baradas and Spain's Mexico was now its own nation state. Now Mexico is a republic, and it's going to stay a republic for the next 200 years, if they can keep it. Baradas, September 11th, 1829, departed for New Orleans. So that's another September 11th thing, 1829. And I think that people don't know about this because it's Mexico, so it's brown people stuff. And so, but this is fantastic. Mexico defeated the Spanish Empire. So thank you, Mexico. Thank you for doing the heavy lifting. That would have sucked to have to fight, the Spanish Empire and the French Empire. I mean, I'm glad all those fucking battles happened, before my time. It had to suck to fight all them goddamn imperializing motherfuckers, right? So I'm glad the English were eventually successful, but America, we created our own fucking thing. And since we created our own thing, then we're not really the invaders anymore, or the colonizers, right? It'd be all the other fucking rat bastard motherfuckers. We got here first, before you honkies. The English beat you crackers, at least for America. And so, yeah, they're going to depart for New Orleans soon after to secure transport for the army back to Cuba. So they're sent to New Orleans for some fucking reason, which seems like a weird aside. But they weren't sent straight back to Cuba. They went to New Orleans first. Why? And then Santa Anna is proclaimed a hero in Mexico. So we're going to have, the Mexican War, whatever, Battle of the Alamo. So that's what U.S.'s introduction is, the, Battle of the Alamo. And, we got Texas out of it. We actually get, like, half the damn country out of the thing. But, Yeah, Santa Anna is actually right. They win the Alamo. The Alamo. Remember the Alamo because Santa Anna, killed everybody or whatever. So Santa Anna was victorious. Well, Santa Anna just kicked the goddamn Spanish out of fucking Mexico. So who the fuck are you guys?